You might recall a little earlier this week the campaign #NoMakeupInMay was launched, calling on women and of course men across the globe to go makeup free and be proud of their natural beauty for a whole month. Now it's received quite a lot of attention online, especially following the British singer Jessica Lynn's comment, "Your skin doesn't define you and no one is perfect. The beauty comes from inside out, my people."
However, though, some people argue that makeup makes them feel empowered and confident. So the question is, does the beauty industry promote unrealistic standards? And is the solution ditching makeup altogether?
Well, here to talk it over, the founder of Who is Olivia Foundation, Zizi Yuan, and beauty blogger Madeline Spencer. Guys, lovely to see both of you. Zizi, I suppose we should start with you. Just take us through this, because frankly, for someone like me who does wear makeup on a regular basis, you know, every morning that I come on the television, the idea of going without it for the month of May, even to celebrate my own natural beauty, is something that fills me with shock and horror.
Well, I think that is where the problem is lying. It's like we are being conditioned to believe that we need something else to make us feel complete and beautiful. But like who we are right now, this moment is enough, and that is a message we need to send out to everyone, to the younger generation.
Madeline, you've got a kind of a slightly different view on this, I think.
Yeah, I completely agree with Zizi that you are completely enough. If you want to address a relationship with makeup, then absolutely do that. I have no issue with someone choosing not to wear makeup. But the thing I take umbrage to slightly is the idea that everyone should ditch it. If for some people it's the thing that makes them feel confident to go about their day, then I think that they should absolutely continue with that until maybe at some point in the future they want to ditch it.
Zizi, interesting that you mentioned young women and maybe even young girls have been in touch with you. So what kind of impressions do you get? What stories do you hear about young people in particular who develop self-conscious issues or anxiety issues because of the images that the cosmetic industry are portraying?
Well, like lots of people, I've been collecting story from women, and I noticed we all share the same insecurity. It doesn't matter, like, you know, like if they're young or a little bit older, you know, they're so worried of like how they look, you know, and so they holding back from opportunity in life, like going to job interview or making friends. So, you know, so I want to bring the focus there to see, you know, this is not just about body image concern. This is about, you know, causing all, like expanding to all other area of life.
Madeline, what do you make of that?
Again, I'm not opposed to see these views on that. I just think that it needs to not be one rule for all people, for all women particularly. I think that there's so many things thrown at you in life. If makeup's the thing that gives you confidence, I think it should be it shouldn't be vilified.
Zizi, here's the thing, again, from the masculine point of view in this discussion. I mean, the idea that the beauty industry promotes unrealistic standards, I mean, that's just a given, isn't it? But isn't that the whole point of the beauty industry, is to make you feel better, make you look better, and then feel better as a result?
Yes, you know, I'm all about supporting people to achieve their dream or whatever they feel comfortable. You know, I'm all about that, you know. But like what is bad here, I want to point out, is when our self-worth is completely identified with our appearance, when our confidence is based on getting likes online, and that is very, very harmful to our well-being.
Madeline, I mean, I work with an awful lot of female colleagues who are obviously kind of very interested in their appearance. They're on screen all of the time. I can tell you this: if one of my colleagues were to go makeup free, you know, on screen tomorrow, most of the rude comments that they get, I would wager, would be from women and not from men.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. There's so many issues with the way you look and how you're perceived because of the way you look. There are things in there that are, I'd say, problematic, but then there's also a good relationship with the way you look that can be capitalized on by wearing makeup. I think if you look at the work, say, Look Good, Feel Better are doing, where women who've had cancer and have lost their eyebrows or eyelashes have makeup put on them, they always say straight after, "My God, I feel so much better because I'm seeing this slightly enhanced version of myself looking back." So I think that you can choose the relationship you have with makeup to some extent, and it all comes down to the individual.
Zizi, what impact do you hope your campaign will have? And realistically, by not wearing makeup for a month, what result are you going to get, do you think, for doing that?
Well, I have received lots of like positive feedback from
Like
my
what?
campaign.
Give us an example if you can.
I had lots of people come up to me and saying that they wish they have this campaign when they were younger, so that, you know, because the thing is we it's not all of us have like a role model in our life. It's not like, you know, like all our parents know how to coach us on something like this, and I didn't have that opportunity. So I want to be that woman for all these like girls out there. Just tell them it's okay, you can love yourself. You know, I want to be that mentor.
I just went on to you, Madeline. I mean, it strikes me that perhaps part of this problem is actually created by young men and young women themselves. I mean, we fought for many years to get rid of photoshopping in magazines like Vogue and so on. Then Instagram comes along and everyone's sticking filters on themselves.
Yeah, this is the thing, there is this Instagram or internet look, and I think that is definitely a problem and it needs to be challenged. But I would also say that there are a lot of people challenging it, Zizi among others, who are showing their faces unfiltered, free of makeup, and saying, look, I wear makeup, but this is what I look like without makeup. And I think that's very helpful. I just don't think it should be packaged. I don't think makeup should be packaged as good or bad or virtuous or immoral or whatever it is. I think makeup is something that is down to taste and should be personal preference.
Well, Madeline Spencer, Zizi, it is a story, I suspect, which will be rumbling on for a while on social media. But lovely to talk to both of you this morning. Thanks for joining us on Sunrise. That's the thing,
isn't it?
I have to admit, it's a strange one for me because, you know, as a bloke who does regularly wear makeup, I can tell you, you know, the comments that I would get at 6 o'clock in the morning if I didn't sit for 10 minutes in the makeup chair, they wouldn't be great. Anyway.